Right. The weather in London on Saturday, the 20th of August 2016, is mostly cloudy. There's a smattering of rain around, but mostly cloudy, and the temperature is 18 degrees Celsius, which is approximately 64 degrees Fahrenheit. So the weather is reasonably good, and we're pleased about that. I want to start by saying congratulations to all of the students who received their CAPE and CSEC examination results. And special congratulations to a young man from the Mountain View Academy School who got the outstanding and exceptional results of 17 grade 1s and 3 grade 2s in his CXC results, Mr. Eric February. Congratulations to him for those results. And to all those who got their results as well, congratulations to them. For those who did not get the grades that they expected, they need to just remember that it's not the end of the world. All they need to do is to get up, throw off the shackles, and go at it again. You never succeed necessarily until you fail. I want to congratulate Usain Bolt of Jamaica on fulfilling his dream.
Triple.
And being ascended to legendary status. One commentator on the 200-meter finals referred to Bolt by saying, he is immortal now. So maybe Bolt is immortal. Congratulations to all of the other Jamaican and the Caribbean athletes, including our own athletes from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, for having participated in the Olympics. And I want to take some time out to wish all of those who are celebrating Vinci Day in New York today an enjoyable and productive day. Randy, on a view from the outside this week, we look at the issue of exile, with the view being that because of the prevailing conditions in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, many Vincentians are becoming increasingly concerned that they are being forced into exile, just like their Garifuna ancestors were over 200 years ago. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary gives a simple definition of exile as a situation in which a person is forced to leave his or her country or home and to go to live in a foreign country. Or a person who has been forced to live in a foreign country. Whilst we bear in mind that simple definition of exile, we also need to take account of the Palestinian poet and author Mahmoud Darwish, who said, exile is more than a geographical concept. You can be exiled in your own homeland, in your own house, in a room. Interestingly, last night, the 19th of August, 2016, I'm probably thinking of Eric February, but last night, the 19th of August, 2016, at the Bonnie Grant Arts Centre in Tottenham, London, an audience was treated with 2 documentary films produced by Andrea Leyland. Bonnie Grant, as those who know him well would know, came to the UK with his parents from Guyana, where he was born. He became one of the first black MPs in the British Parliament, representing Tottenham for the Labour Party. He died suddenly of a heart attack in April 2000 at the age of 56. And the building in which the films were housed or were shown was opened and dedicated in his name later. Those films, both films, one called Uremin, Our Homeland, and the other, The Garifuna Journey, and in particular, Uremin, recounted the painful past of the Caribs in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and how they were exterminated and forced into exile by the British. Luckily, those who survived made every attempt to preserve their language, culture, and tradition. While the kind of force which was used over 200 years ago is not the same type as that of today, many Vincentians feel that because of the serious political division currently encouraged in the country, and because of the practices of the current regime, they are ostracized to the point of destruction. This is especially so for those who the regime knows or believes support the opposition. Economic pressure is brought to bear on them, and many are forced to flee their homeland. Many feel that they are in exile whilst they remain at home. Many believe that the laws which are enacted are done to protect those at the top and to punish and squeeze to the point of extinction the ordinary folks in the Vincentian society. The most recent of those laws is the Cybercrime Act, which was passed in the Parliament of St. Vincent and the Grenadines merely a week ago, and which has been condemned by over 20 regional and international organizations, containing sections aimed at suppressing and curtailing the freedom of speech and expression of ordinary Vincentians and journalists, while seeking to protect those in government from having their wrongdoing exposed. Many Vincentians, especially those living in the Vincentian diaspora, regionally and internationally, and more so those who are critical of the government and their dictatorial, corrupt, and tyrannical practices, feel that they are increasingly shut out, or is it smoked out, and as such, forced to stay out. They fear that if they return home, there is every possibility that they will be arrested and prevented from leaving the country indefinitely, with the consequence of losing their job, their entire livelihood, and their home. Many at home also fear a similar fate. Quite interestingly, in the films mentioned earlier, the term Holocaust is used. One person in the film said that what happened to the Garifuna was a complete Holocaust, where their history, the culture, and the people were destroyed. Another said it was genocide by the British. We know, everyone knows, that the term Holocaust is synonymous to Hitler's Nazi Germany and its collaborators in the genocide or the killing of over 6 million Jews. Whilst it is certainly not encouraging to hear one of the government senators during the debate of that same controversial cyber bill, which is now an act, proudly accepted in Parliament that she is being called Hitler. Let us hope that there is not a Vincentian Holocaust on the horizon. St. Vincent and the Grenadines and its people, all of its people, near and far, need more and must demand more from those who purport to govern them. St. Vincent and the Grenadines cannot afford to slip backwards in time and repeat the errors and the horrors of the past. St. Vincent and the Grenadines and its people, all of its people, must do everything to ensure that all of its people are welcome in their homeland and that no one is made to feel exiled in their own country, or that they have to leave, or that they cannot return. Surely, as a people, it is incumbent, in fact, it is imperative upon all Vincentians to work diligently and robustly to change the view which currently exists so that no one is made to feel that exile is the only option or that exile is an option at all. I want to end with a quote from Ariel Dorfman. And Ariel Dorfman is a Chilean novelist, playwright, and human rights activist. And I want to end with that quote and call upon all Vincentians to say like him. And this is what he said, I quote, "I think to be in exile is a curse, and you need to turn it into a blessing. You've been thrown into exile to die, really to silence you, so that your voice cannot come home. And so my whole life has been dedicated to saying, I will not be silenced." Randy, until next week, this is Brereton Horne with a view from the outside, and reminding our listeners that they can send feedback as usual to a view from the outside at hotmail.com. That's a view from the outside at hotmail.com. Have a wonderful weekend and a very good week ahead. And recover soon, please.
Hey, Brereton, thank you, man. Thank you. Great job.
You're welcome, Randy. Thank you.